Do you feel overwhelmed and weighed down by fear? That fear is not from God. It's not. That fear is often a trauma response, or it is a way of reacting that we have been conditioned into, but it is not from God. 2 Timothy 1:7 says this, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control." Fear is the enemy of action. And God has called you to a life of action, a life of intentionality, a life of going forward and being present in the moment. But if we are always afraid of what might happen, this catastrophe, this relationship broken, this business problem, this church malfunction, if we are worried about the accidents on the road, in the air, on a boat, wherever we are, if we are overwhelmed and crippled by fear, then we are actively not living in the Spirit of God. We are not living in the Spirit He has given us as followers of Jesus. He's calling us to more. He's calling us to power and love and self-control. So when we are in a position and we are afraid of what might happen, and maybe we're not strong enough, maybe we can't get this accomplished. No, God is giving us power. He's giving us the courage to attempt and to try difficult things. He's giving us the love that will push into relationships even when they're uncomfortable, even when we need to correct or rebuke one another, even when we're afraid of intimacy. It's God's power and His love and the ability to be self-controlled and not ruled by our own emotions. That's the gift of God. So many of us think that fear and anxiety is just a fact of life. It's also a habit. It's a way of thinking. And the more that we step out in faith, the more that we will be able to trust God. I remember when I first started preaching, I was so afraid of saying the wrong thing that I had a full manuscript printed out. And the same for when I started doing some of these videos. I would have everything just written out word for word so that I'd get everything perfect. And sometimes that came across as robotic. But it's with the confidence that I have in the Holy Spirit that I'm able to take a few notes and I'm able to be intentional and I'm able to form it into something that may be a blessing to you. And so you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. But those are learning opportunities. Those are opportunities to grow in the love of God, opportunities to grow in the power and confidence that God has you, and God will even get you through tragedy and failure. Lord knows He's gotten me through plenty. So what is the thing today that God is calling you to step out of your comfort zone, to step out of your fear, or maybe to step out while you're still afraid and take action because you know and trust Him? Let me know in the comments section. I'd love to pray for you as you are taking a step out. Maybe it's in building your business. Maybe it's in setting a boundary in your family as we're approaching Thanksgiving and the holidays. well, I guess I'm recording this before Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving has probably already happened by the time that you see this. Actively seek opportunities to live boldly, to live in the power and love and self-control that God has given you. Do not allow fear to control you any longer, because God has given you a spirit that is able to be in control of yourself. Go and do great things because He is with you. God bless.